Okay, so we're gonna pull it back. We're gonna pull it back. This just came up in my feed, and Bobby Storm, you crazy bitch. Look, when we're traveling, it's already a miserable experience because we're in really small chairs. We don't have a lot of leg room. Depending on how long the flight is, it could be like even worse, like if it's a cross country flight or something like that. I don't know how long this flight was, but girlfriend, nobody wants to have their flight interrupted with your desire to create a TikTok video. Nobody fucking wants that bullshit. I don't care how well you sing. Nobody wants that bullshit. And if you think that what you did was not illegal, then you need to look up disorderly conduct, because it's a much stricter rule on flights. Okay? Oh my God, even with this bitch.
Right, so the topic we're talking about today has sparked a bit of a debate. There's people kind of on both sides of the fence, and it's a situation revolving around this person right here. Bobby Storm, as you can see, she's got a TikTok account with 90,000 followers, but she's not exactly a TikToker. I feel like she would be very offended if I said that. So she's a singer, a gospel singer specifically, I believe, and she's also just been nominated for 2 Grammys. She likes to tell everybody, it seems. And
well, after what the Oscars did to Will Smith, they might want to reconsider their nominations for this Bobby chick, because that's some bullshit. You don't harass people on a plane while they're traveling. This is so gross. What she did was so goddamn gross. What do you think you were going to have happen there? You think that the plane's going to start singing along or something? You're a gospel singer. Most of these people don't even know the songs that you fucking sing. Oh my God.
Recently, she posted a few videos that went viral when she was on a plane, and she wanted to sing to all the passengers, and she was basically told off for it, and yeah, it's a bit of an awkward watch, I can't lie. Right, so as we can see, Bobby has stood up, being told to sit down. We don't really know what's happened to this point. What we do know is that she tried to stand up to sing, but it seems like they're already having for a discussion.
The seatbelt signs off. It's not a disturbance. Once you hit, it's right here, babe.
Yes, it is. It's disorderly conduct, Bobby, and you're in the air, which makes it even more jeopardizing to everybody on the plane, because they don't know if you're like going to freak out, pull out a weapon, act like a terrorist. That is when you are traveling on a plane. That is when you have to be on your best behavior. You can't be the dumbass in the middle of a pandemic pulling your mask off your face every couple of seconds after the flight attendants happen to walk by your aisle, right? But you're going to be that bitch, right? Who gets up and is like, hey, everybody look at me. Oh my God, with you.
I am. Have a seat.
So yeah, straight away you can see, kind of arguing back to the person who works there.
A long time ago. I just found out I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first time, you guys.
Yeah, so as you can see, she tells everyone and like announced it to the plane, I guess, that she's up for 2 Grammys. That's great and all. Very happy for her. And to be honest, she actually is a very good singer. I listened to one of her songs. Very talented. But this video in particular comes across pretty narcissistic to me. And to me, in my personal opinion,
there's lots of great singers. I don't need some American Idol reject to fucking sing on a plane and disrupt my flight to say, oh, I'm being, nominated for 2 Grammys. Are you still? Has the Grammy organization responded to this fucking thing? Because this is crap. This is absolute crap. You don't fucking disturb people like this.
Makes it seem as if she's just trying to make a big situation about herself while people are probably just trying to chill on a plane, you know? Maybe put some headphones in and watch a movie, listen to some music, maybe even go to sleep. And I mean, most people watching this video can probably relate. When you're on a plane, the last thing you want is for someone being loud and kind of annoying.
Up for 2 Grammys. I sing for the Lord.
Dude, this is worse than being next to a crying baby on a plane. Because at least with the crying baby on the plane, you can't blame the baby. The baby is probably experiencing ear pressure, like fluctuations and shit. And you have to, like, get past that and just be like, wow, that's just part of traveling. But some dumbass bitch trying to get the attention of the entire plane for a TikTok video, sit the fuck down, Bobby. Holy shit.
My song is out on all platforms. It's called We Can't Forget Them. Michael McDonald cleared it. Warren G is on the original record as well. It's with Regulators. I want to share this with you guys. I wanted to do it when I first got on the plane.
So she keeps going and going and going, talking about how she's going to sing for the plane, but she actually ends up doing at some point. And just a pre-warning, this quickly becomes quite a hard watch, okay? There's a bit of second-hand embarrassment with this.
But I was like, you know, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so...
Are you going to be quiet?
Yeah, so that's where she has getting told off. But as you heard, she says, I haven't done this in a while, meaning she's done this before. And then she also says, I've got to the next status, so this is why she's doing it. And by that, I'm not exactly sure what she means. Does she mean it's because now she's Grammy nominated, she's like leveled up in the world and she feels like she can do this? Is that what she means? Maybe I'm misinterpreting that. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, let's see this little argument that happens.
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please...
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well,
That's a
fine, that up.
That's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
One thing I've noticed in these videos where someone is just kind of being a bit of a nuisance in public.
No, she could go to jail. She's on a goddamn plane. This isn't the same thing as being a dumbass in public. This is on a plane. Everybody is trapped inside of that cabin and they're in the air. It creates an unsafe situation where tempers rise. She's a dumbass for what she did.
Being overly loud, they automatically go to the point of, oh, will I get locked up if I don't do what you say? Obviously, the example I'm about to say is very different to the video we're watching right now, but I've seen many TikToks of people who are just going up and like filming people in public or like filming like police officers or going into areas that they shouldn't be in, and when like a security tells them to leave, straight away they say, oh, well, I'm gonna get locked up? Is it against the law? And to me, it's just like, does something really have to result in you getting locked up and going to jail for it to be wrong? I don't think so.
I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
Oh, see, this is where, like, I get the second embarrassment. Like, asking the other people to kind of stick up for you, complete strangers, and then they just don't say anything because why would they? It's just always so awkward when someone's in a situation like this and they try and, like, ask for support of somebody else and they don't.
Yeah, she was really not reading the room at all. She thought because she got an applause when she said she was like 2-time Grammy nominated, that somehow she had the cabin on her side. But most of these people were just trying to be complimentary. And now they're like, come on, dumb bitch, sit the fuck down.
Get it, because yet again, why would they? But there has been a bit of a debate with this video from the people who've watched it. You know, you've got like one side of the people who are saying she's just trying to sing and liven the mood. Obviously, it's gospel music and whatnot as well. There could be a lot of people on the plane who would love to hear that. But then you've got the other side of it that would be the opposite to that. That there's a lot of people who don't really want to hear anyone sing in general right now. They don't want to hear anyone make overly loud noise. They just want to...
I don't think God would want her to disrupt a plane ride. I don't think God would want her to act in a narcissistic way to be like, look at how wonderfully I can sing. And I'm going to do this for you, whether you like it or not, on your plane ride. I don't think that that was God's intention for doing goodwill, right? So I don't care if it's gospel music or not, because I don't think God appreciates a lot of people who fucking take his name in vain like that.
Chill because we're on a flight. And I know for me personally, if I'm on a flight going somewhere, I wouldn't want someone stood up singing, personally. I just kind of want to chill, put my headphones in, and just do my own thing. Now, if someone did stand up and start singing, I obviously wouldn't care that much. I'm not going to go and complain or anything. But you can see where the flight leader is coming from here. He has to try and make sure that everyone enjoys their flight, and this could be something that would result in maybe just even a few people not enjoying their flight. There's a time and place for everything. A flight isn't a concert. I think that's pretty much the conclusion here, for me personally. But either way, the video does continue, and Bobby Som continues to just kind of like not listen to the flight leader after saying that she will.
If you're not able to follow my instruction,
Yeah.
you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are you
that's
able
all I
to
was
be
asking.
quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine. If you were the
So that's
person in
yes?
charge of it all.
I'm your flight leader, yes.
If you're the person in charge
Okay.
of it all, then that's
Okay,
fine.
all right. Thank you.
This dumb bitch continues to sing anyway.
I'm singing on the low for y'all in the back.
I mean, if there's one thing you want to say, she is very committed to getting this song out, isn't she? It reminds me of like a kid in class when they get told off by the teacher, and then the teacher walks away, and they'll start like whispering to the people behind them, you know, like kind of showing off a little bit.
Father, I thank you for each day in my life. I realize.
Look, again, clearly a very good singer. She's very, very talented, but there's a time and place.
I'll be out of my mind doing things.
She's not that great. Like, I don't even know why you're giving her that kind of kudos. Because there's a ton of singers out there that go on American Idol, go on The Voice, and so on and so forth, that have chops better than this chick. I mean, she's literally just making a fool of herself. So just because she can do like the octave scales, which is kind of a thing that I think that a lot of black women learn in church. There are so many people that do that how can you be like, well, obviously she sings really well. No, we don't have proof of that yet.
It's just a bit awkward, isn't it? Because we can only see a few people on the screen right now, but whenever we do get a chance to see their faces, they're all looking away
Sounds a little pitchy to me, I'm being real.
on the phones and trying not to pay attention. And I mean, they don't exactly look like people who are enjoying this. Let's just put it that way.
So just so you know, if you're on this flight, you have to thank you so much. You gotta clap on the low. I know.
Oh, she told them to clap. She went, yeah, just so you know, you've got to clap on the low. Just want to make sure you know that, right? You've got to clap. Has to be on the low. Just so fucking awkward, isn't it? It really is.
So look up Maverick City. Maverick City has an album out right now. They are a contemporary gospel group, and I have been...
That's so fucking gross. That's so gross. Oh, I'm gonna try and sell my album to these people of that are flying on a flight with me. So we're talking like maybe 50 people, probably tops. And she is torturing these people to try and get them to buy her album? Is that what's happening here? Fuck's sake, Bobby.
blessed to be a part of that album. That's called We Can't Forget 'Em. Yep, We Can't Forget 'Em.
Yeah, so as you can hear, she's now talking to everyone in the back, and she basically talked about the flight leader who kind of told her off a little bit and was like, you know, they can't accept it and whatnot. It's all just a bit of a weird video, but either way, you get the point. Because this isn't where the situation ends, because after Bobby posted this video, it went massive on TikTok, especially on Instagram. I know it went huge, and the vast majority of people were on the flight leader's side, to which Bobby has decided to make a couple of responses. And it's very clear by both these responses that Bobby does not think she's done anything wrong, and talks about how Delta actually reached out to her to apologize.
I wanted to follow up with you guys on Delta. They did reach out to me. So whoever called, I can't say thank you because I don't want this man to be...
Yeah, I don't fucking believe that for a fucking second. You caused a disruption on a flight, and now you're like, oh yes, they called me and they apologized. for scolding me for my disruptive behavior on this flight. Grammys, fucking disqualify her.
Recommended where he loses his job.
Yeah, you see, even her mentioning that kind of insinuates that he could have potentially been fired for this, and I don't understand what he could have ever got fired for from this. He told her to be quiet on a plane when she wanted to stand up and sing while trying to get the flight sorted, you know, to actually, like, set off. But the way she's talking here is almost as if, like, this guy could have got fired, but she doesn't want that to happen, you know? She doesn't want anyone to go through that.
There was...
Which, by the way, if he's correct in that, then if it's during departure, you're all supposed to be seated with your seatbelt on. And so the flight crew is walking up and down the aisles, making sure that you all have your seatbelts buckled and that you're ready to go, because it's a safety issue in takeoff and landing. Oh my God, this crazy bitch, you guys.
No rules being broken, and it was just me spreading my joy with people after they gave me the go to do so.
Spreading your joy. Spreading your joy, huh, Bobby? You mean forcing your obnoxiousness and TikTok video onto a entire cabin of people who may or may not agree with your religious beliefs, but that doesn't matter because you're a mediocre singer to begin with. And you literally disrupted the flight, and you got away with it because they did as much as they could to try and subdue you without making a scene, right? You should have been arrested. You're lucky you weren't arrested.
So I just hope that if he watches this, he's able to learn a valuable lesson on how to treat other people.
Yeah, so as you can see, she definitely is blaming this guy, saying that you need to learn how to act with people, which is a bizarre take, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong here.
But I just want to say you guys can stop reaching out to Delta. They have apologized, and they are fans of Maverick City.
I mean, to be fair, if there's one positive that's came out of this for Bobby, even if she has got this negative attention now, people now know who Bobby Storm is. And I'm not saying that she was unknown before, right? Because she's got songs that are fucking huge. I mean, this song was uploaded a month ago and it's got 1.8 million views. Clearly people know who Bobby Storm is. But I didn't know who...
I didn't. I had no clue who she was until you produced this video 4 hours ago. No clue who she was. But she's clearly a piece of shit.
she was. I know a lot of people didn't seem to know who she was, judging by the comment sections, but now people do know. So, I mean, as they say, negative publicity is all good publicity. That's not what they say, is it? All publicity is good publicity, and I guess that is what's kind of happened here with Bobby. So, I mean, congratulations, I guess. Now, a spokesperson at Delta did release, like, a very small statement. Didn't mention if they did apologise to Bobby, and the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people didn't believe Bobby's video, saying, like, why would Delta apologise for that when they didn't do anything wrong? Now, the only thing they have said so far is for the safety of our customers and crew, it's always important to follow crew instructions. Kind of seems like they're siding with the flight leader, but I don't know, that's kind of all they've really said. But Bobby did make a follow-up video to show that Delta did definitely reach out to her.
Asking people and them giving me the go to share something that I'm proud of, something that God has done for me.
Oh, okay, Bobby. So what if every goddamn passenger on the plane did that? Do you think that'd be a fun flight for you? The dude who's anti-masker and doesn't believe in vaccines, he jumps up and says, I need 5 minutes of airtime. I could jump up and like give you a whole thing about how y'all should have voted for Bernie and Bernie would have won against Trump, right? Like there are so many people with different opinions, and you think that you are entitled to take the airtime from that fucking cabin? Oh my God, with your narcissism. Nobody's fucking apologizing to you. That's bullshit.
With the rest of the world. It's not one. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and then the rest of this is history, y'all. I mean, Delta, you could hook me up with some miles or something. But no, I'm just kidding. But thank you for holding yourself accountable.
So yeah, I mean, still got the exact same stance that Delta are the ones in the wrong here. I would love to know your thoughts of what you actually think about this situation, because like I said, it is a bit mixed with the opinions that I've seen so far. For me personally, I think it boils down to the fact that there's a time and a place for everything, and a flight just isn't the place for that. You know, if you want to do it in like the streets of like a busy area, then fair enough, go and do it, because if someone doesn't like it and isn't enjoying the music, they can walk away. It's very simple. But when you're on a plane, you literally can't do anything other than sit there, and you're kind of forced to listen to it when you could just want to chill, and you don't really want to hear loud noises at the minute. But yeah, either way, like I said, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this whole situation. It just went viral over the past few days, so I thought it'd be an interesting one to kind of look into. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until...
Yeah, seriously, folks, you can't, like, try and, like, stand up in the middle of the aisle and get the attention of an entire cabin of a plane. And, regardless if your intentions are good or not, after 9/11, totally not fucking acceptable. Look, we all just want to get from point A to point B safely without, bullshit interruptions. Whether it be Jan 6, I was in the air during Jan 6. They cut a lot of our internet resources and movie options while I was in the air, and did not explain to us why they were doing that. You know, being on a flight is already scary, because you're probably like 33,000 miles up in the air. Somewhere around there, right? It's not cool to fuck around with an airplane at all. And, it's disgusting that she fucking did this and, like, used God as a fucking shield. Obviously, you don't care about God at all if that's how you're totally just like monetizing it. You're monetizing religion. That's so gross. That's so gross.